In this video, I'm gonna go play virtually Spyglass Hills. I played here back in 2016, one of my favorite courses of all time. And I wanna take you through some different shots and scenarios for how a plus handicap thinks around the golf course. Because no matter how good you get, you have to have the right course management strategies. You have to learn how to make the right decisions. So hopefully, you know, after playing for 25 plus years and 300 plus days of tournaments since 2017, some of my learnings and things that I wrote about in my book, Wicked Smart Golf, can come through in this video so you can start applying them to your game. You can start playing better, you can start having more fun, and start shooting lower scores. Let's go play Spyglass. All right, so we're here at the first hole at Spyglass. I absolutely crushed my drive here when I played in 2016. Here's that video. One of my favorite swings. I just got up and absolutely roped it. I think I played Pebble the day before, so all the pressure was gone, all that nerves. We didn't have a caddy this day either. Hit it really good. Let's see what we can do. It's a hard hole for me because it goes left or right to left, and I'm definitely a fade player. However, that does not change my approach. So I always still adhere to the decade golf advice of play one shot shape regardless of hole design, regardless of where the pin is. So what I will try and do, since I do play a bit of a fade, is I'll just aim this towards the left side, kind of right over that other mark. But again, I think that that's one of the easiest tips to play better golf every single day, is to play one shot shape. First tee, of course, make sure you go through that full pre-shot routine. We take our practice swings behind the ball. We get clear about our target. We take a deep breath. And then we exhale, and that begins our walk into the shot. Make sure it's aligned there. Build my stance. Look up, 1 to 2, go. I'll hit it good. I think I just hit it maybe a little too good. Yep, just in the first cut, not bad. So here we got 208. It's cool, this thing, you can put the ball in the rough. Actually, the fairway, or the bunker here, is actually pretty decent. You can see that even sits down. So 208, you know, for me, that is probably, that's to the flag. So again, I think it's just always important to remember the flag is not our number. So yeah, we'll get up there, we'll laser it, say 208. Then I go back to, okay, well, what's the front? Because this ball is not gonna come out very soft. It's probably gonna be a little hot from the rough. It's also a smidge side hill. So I would be kind of reverse engineering this within, you know, 10, 15 seconds. I get up there, 208, okay, front of the green is, you know, 194, 195. And for me, that should be just a good 6 iron. That's kind of where I'm thinking. So again, always make sure we're working backwards and not just hitting the flag and saying that's the number, because this thing will release, and we have to think about the wind and other conditions as well. So for this one, a lot of sand up here. So again, really want to focus on that target, focus on what you want, and go. Oh, I hit that so good, but just pushed it, and that was not enough club. That's a good miss though, missed that bunker. I was in that bunker actually. I'm gonna show you this shot. So inside 75 yards, I switched to a short game routine that I learned from Derek Dominski of Golf Better Tucson. Great guest on the podcast if you didn't check his episode out yet. But inside 75 yards, you wanna be more focused on feel, right? We're not trying to hit super long shots. So for me, I'm thinking 55 yards is about getting my left hand to about my hip. So it's just a little knocky shot, not a full one, obviously. Full lob wedge is like 100 yards. So this is like a half lob wedge. So with these, again, create a wedge matrix so you have different distances for different positions, or clock positions if you do the clock drill. And so for here, I would do 2 practice swings. I'm looking up, I'm really trying to feel it, trying to go right there. Take that breath, scoot up just a little bit. For me, I like looking up at the target a lot more than the ball, and then I go. Ooh, go in. Oh, stop. Oh, that was a perfect shot though. I'd take that.
Yeah. Nice. Great birdie.
So it's weird. The first few holes at Spyglass, you're like looking at the ocean, and then all of a sudden it goes back in and you don't see it at all. So it's a very, very different course. This is a really cool hole though. It's nothing hard. I mean, it's only 350. I remember when I played here, I hit a hybrid. I think at that time I had 2 hybrids. I was not hitting it very far in 2016 compared to where I am now. 2 things I've done, by the way, to increase driving distance and swing speed has been Tour Tempo, absolutely best $25 app you could buy, and Ripstick Speed Trainer, which I talk about a lot on the channel. So if you guys want to hit it farther, download that app, buy Ripstick, use the code WickedSmart, you'll save 10%. But it really is all about hitting it longer. Longer driving distances equal lower handicaps. Simple as that. So we want to make sure to hit it longer. For me now at this time, I only need to hit this 220 max, so I'm going to hit 5-iron. Another thing, if you guys watch my what's in the bag, my 5 and 6-iron are a little different than my rest of my iron set. They're a little bit more forgiving, a little bit bigger, a little more offset. Highly recommend every golfer do that. It just helps a ton with those longer clubs. I've had a lot more confidence since I made that switch. So for me, again, just a stock 5-iron, and then we'll wedge it on, hopefully. Yep, good miss, a little thick. Not gonna hurt. Yeah, the fairway narrows out to about 10 yards right there, it looks like. All right, so we hit this one pretty good. We got 122, a little bit on, maybe a smidge on an upslope. It's always hard when you can't see the green or the fairway. So I think the biggest thing when you have these type of big shots is you got to remember the ball is obviously not going to go quite as far since you're hitting uphill. It will stop faster though. So you're pretty much carrying this thing, you know, all the way. For me, this is probably going to be just a gap wedge right at it. That usually is about my 130 club. It's 122. So it should kind of take away just because it's uphill as well, and then just stop all over it. Hit it a little too good, but 9 yards, so 27 feet or so. Again, you have to remember that that's actually pretty much average for the PGA Tour. Like, I'm not saying I'm a PGA Tour player by any means, but a lot of times we think that they're always just hitting darts, that they're always making putts, they always hit at 350. Don't forget, you're watching golf on TV. That's the highlight reel of the best players, the best weeks of their career, of their year. It's not an average, right? So they hit a lot of mediocre shots too, and hopefully you can do that as well. Learn that, hey, I don't have to hit every fairway or hit every green or throw a dart or make a bunch of putts to break 80 consistently. It's all about avoiding those doubles, avoiding some bogeys if you can, and just learning how to think your way around the course by watching videos like this. Hey, before we get to the next shot, can you hit that subscribe button? I want to make sure you never miss any of these videos so you can play better without changing your swing. So this is a great hole at Spyglass. Couldn't recommend this place enough. This place is I don't want to say a hidden gem, because obviously a lot of people know about it, but it doesn't get as much attention as it should because of Pebble, but man, Spyglass is sick. So for this one, it's 172, but it's 62 feet downhill, so that would make it more like a 9-iron for me. Pin is all the way to the right. I can't obviously see exactly how much, but from this approach, I would probably go just a little left of the pin. Again, favoring the middle of the green a lot outside 150 yards. Still playing a fade just a little bit, but remember that elevation change will impact it. So this is a 9-iron that I would probably never hit that long, but there is, I guess, 8 miles an hour of wind. So I think it still should make it there. Again, outside of 130, let's focus on the middle of the green. Give ourselves a putt. Oh, I pulled the hell out of it. That might be in the ocean. Mulligan. All right, so I think the simulator might need to get a little dial, because I'm not hitting 200-yard 9-irons the last time I checked, but I did pull it and it was downhill. So we'll just try and hit a little more controlled on this one. That was hit pretty good. All right, so 21 feet from 170, that is probably better than the PGA Tour average. Once again, not saying I am a PGA Tour player, but just remember, you don't have to throw darts to play great golf. Just hit it in the middle of the green, give yourself as many putts as possible. So the 6th hole is where it kind of goes back away from the ocean, and just some amazing golf holes coming up. But for me on this one, I'm trying to just take it, this fairway dog legs a little left to right. It helps my fade, but again, trying to hit the same shot shape over and over again. One thing I just can't stress enough is, if you guys haven't read the book, Golf's 8-Second Secret, please do. I mean, It's such a good book because you learn that most meltdowns in majors have happened from breakdowns in routines and spending too long over the ball. So if you watch any of my videos on Instagram or even on here, I'm not spending much time over the ball. So this is my exact process that I would do just to try and hit. You're basically setting yourself up to hit better shots if you spend 8 seconds or less over it. So from here, just go here, check my target, and the 8 seconds starts right now. Absolutely smoked it. If there's nothing else you take away from this video, it's to spend 8 seconds or less when you're in your stance, once that like fully in your stance, to swinging the golf club. I would be shocked if you don't play better instantly. There's a great European tour study that I referenced in some videos too, and they found the exact same thing. A consistent routine and efficient in terms of timing, more fairways, more greens, more putts. So please speed it up. Again, here it is. Looking at the target, waggle, head back, go. Little over fade, but still nuked it. All right, so for the last hole in the playing lesson here is the 7th, 531, such a good par 5. It's not long, but the second shot is super tough. So we're gonna hit a few drives, see if we can get ourselves in a good position. Again, really just trying to do the same thing on every tee off. A little bit of a fade. There's bunkers left. There is not much room right, but hopefully we can give ourselves, an opportunity to go for it in 2 and give ourselves a look at eagle. Oh, hang on there. Just a little in the rough, but hit it pretty good. 290 carry. Yep, we'll take that. Take 2. Good consistency. Probably right next to that golf ball. Oh, don't hit the path. Oh no. Why is the path like a magnet for golf balls? That's fine. All right, 3rd attempt. Man, those are some consistency. All right, we got to look in 2 now. All right, so in general, we'll always want to go for par 5s in 2. We don't want to just voluntarily lay up unless there is a bunch of trouble and the risk does not outweigh the reward. So this is a tough one though, because this lie is obviously hanging here. Water is left. This ball is going to go right to left from here. 208 flag, uphill just a smidge. It's going to be hard to start it out fully right because there's a tree right there. If I was playing this in a real tournament or like actually trying, I would probably just hit 7-iron, see how far to hit over that tree to make sure it got over. It might get on the front a little bit, but we'll just try a 6 here. I think that 6 is probably, simulator's not always dialed for the distance, but 6-iron on the course about 195, 200 for me. So if I hit it good, but again, we got to play a draw. We don't have to do anything. We have to just aim further right, choke up, because again, this thing is so far above us, and then we're just planning for this thing to go right to left. Obviously, missing right is better than left, as there's drink over there. So just commit to the target, though. Oh, turn. Oh, I hit that good. Got all the way there. I would be pretty stoked with that shot. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that playing lesson. Again, I want to try out different formats here. I want to make sure YouTube content that I'm putting out is super helpful. So if you guys have any ideas, topics you want covered, more playing lessons, less playing lessons, like just let me know. Hit the comments now. Look forward to hearing from you, and make sure to subscribe so you never miss any of this epic content so you can shoot lower scores fast.